Hi everyone, welcome back to Keeping Up with Chaldeans. I'm here with my co-host Junior Binno, Ron Babbie with Gahchi Media. Today's episode is made possible by the generosity of our friends at Level Plus. Thank you very much for your sponsorship. Ron, why don't you kick us off and talk a little bit about yourself? Tell people what Gahchi is.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, gentlemen, thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Thank you.
I really commend you boys for doing what you're doing for the community.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you.
Thank you. Same here.
Thank you. So I've been in consulting and advertising for a little bit over 10 years.
Yeah.
A gentleman named Sommer White gave me that opportunity of working for him.
Sommer White?
Sommer White.
Yeah, is that Rafid's brother?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Maniacs, but I love them.
Yeah.
They're funny.
Great guys.
Great guys.
Hard workers, too.
Very hard workers.
Yep.
So Sommer has a marketing company.
Okay.
He does websites, SEO, pay-per-click on a volume level.
Okay.
Gave me a shot at his company. I think I was 21, 22.
Okay.
And kind of single-handedly showed me the ropes. And also, being that I was consulting for him, he was sharing an office space with my brother Ed Babbie,
Yep.
Chris Abro,
Yep.
Steven Yatuma, Sam Atisha.
Your Ed's brother?
Yeah. Don't tell anybody. I'm just messing. Ed, I love you to death, brother.
Ed's kid plays sports. Just on a side note, he plays sports with my little cousin, which is like my nephew. Okay. Larry Hanna's son. So they're at Refuge, or I'm not. They play there, and they used to do this other sports on the weekends. The JCC, the basketball.
They do
My man, your brother's. Ooh, he's driven. He wants your nephew to be able to win.
We're very competitive.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Competitive.
He gets bent out of shape when they lose. It's like
we are very competitive.
That's crazy. Small world, man.
His kid plays hockey now, so you should see the way he goes around the hockey rink. It's great. It's great.
That's great. Well, it's good at least. Like, you know what I'm saying. The parents are more involved now into the kids' sports and stuff. Yeah,
absolutely.
Good.
As long as they know where the line is, it's all right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What's up, Ed?
He's
see
a very respectful man. He's a very respectful man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
God-loving, God-fearing.
Yep. When we first came to this country, so I was born in Iraq. We migrated in '94.
No, so you're not even first generation, really. Your kid's first generation.
Yep. So we came in '94. We escaped a war-torn, beautiful country of ours.
Yep.
And Ed kind of took the lead in my family and played a second father figure role to me. My dad, when we first moved here was, around the age of 50, 60. He didn't really become too acclimated with the society here.
Right.
So Ed kind of took the reins on that.
Gotcha.
Showed me what the good food looks like and what it tastes like. Took me to really cool places and really showed me Michigan and,
That's a great point you bring up, because older brothers, they do matter. It makes a huge difference on how the impact of us younger brothers move on forward with life. They're our role models. So it's good to have that. When you don't have that, sometimes it does become tough on you.
Absolutely.
When you don't have that. So
So Ed, we love you, brother.
Yes, we
You're
do.
the man.
Yes,
all right, Ed.
So I get you on, and you guys are now, getting your feet wet with United States, right?
Yep.
He's helping you push, and then you start getting to this. So how did you then get into your first job with all this, or your buddy Sommer that you were talking about?
So I was doing a little bit of IT stuff with Ed. He owns an IT consulting company, Pentacle Technologies. They do a lot of cloud services for bigger companies and stuff like that. So Ed hooked me up with Sommer, and Sommer's a really fun guy. So, instantly, him and I hit it off, and one thing led to the other. He gave me an opportunity, and I kind of ran with it. I produced for his company, and, after working for him for a little while, I kind of just decided to take a leave and grow on my own.
Okay. Congratulations on that.
Which he was more than happy for me. He commended me for it.
Right.
Good.
So where did you learn your technical skills? In school, in class, and online, self-taught? What is it?
Self-taught mostly. Okay. Well, Ed, again, being very critical, taught me. Yep. And I never went to school for marketing or advertising either.
Sure.
I graduated from Wayne State with a business management degree. Okay. But that's, it's not really marketing or anything like that.
Your course changed. You know what I'm saying?
Well, advertising and marketing is common sense and creativity.
Yeah.
And research.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of research.
A lot of research, yeah.
Yeah. So we've been in business for about a year, a little bit over a year now.
But you've been in the business.
Yeah, as Gahchi Media, we've been
most of your life.
Yeah. Consulting and marketing, it's been a little bit over 10 years.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah. You're not, let's just say, just by experience, you know what I'm saying? 10 years is 10 years of time. So
yeah.
Who was Gahchi's first client?
Gahchi's first client, I'd have to say it was it's a company called Green Skies.
Green Skies.
Yep, they're a medical marijuana company.
Okay.
A friend of mine is a partner in the company and kind of gave me an opportunity, and we did, I think, 6 or 7 websites for them last year.
Great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Great.
Why would the Green Skies need more than one website?
They have different retail companies.
Okay.
Yeah, so Green Skies is pretty much the mother company.
Gotcha.
And then they hold different retail companies.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you guys can visit them. Healing Tree, Ann Arbor Healing, Battle Creek Provisioning.
Sure.
Great company.
You know all these
great products.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good people.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, he's doing his job, marketing, and you know him.
Yeah. If you're in that field of like marketing and that side of it, I can help with a lot of leads for you too with that, because
we appreciate that.
Yep. So we're heavily invested into our group as well too, which is see, that's the thing, is just not to veer off, but
sure.
That new segment just gave you new light to your business on a certain level.
Absolutely.
Because if you could take that one business right now, it's going to be rocking for the next 5 to 10 years.
Absolutely.
So that's like the next window, like your jars, your PDF files. Or your flyers and so forth, and anything marketable inside your business or your website. So it's a good thing, like, you guys get to take that on right now.
Absolutely. And collectively, within the company, within Gahchi Media, we have, I think, over 18 to 20 years of medical marijuana experience.
Okay.
So we know the business, we know the consumers, we know what they're looking for, we know what their eyes looking for.
Sure.
And we can kind of predict what their next purchase is going to be.
Sure. Which is good for you, because that's... People looked at it as, back then, it was just marijuana.
Taboo.
Yeah, it was taboo.
Yeah.
Now today it's a brand.
Yeah, it's a brand.
You're creating a marketable brand. It's no different than your Pfizers and everybody else out there doing their stuff with all their, this pill, that pill that we get to see while we're watching shows and stuff.
Absolutely.
So soon to come, we may see something like that will be out there. That's part of Gahchi Media.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like a commercial made by you guys, but
Absolutely.
It's good though. It's good. How we may have not touched exactly, but how did Gahchi get started? Like what was the core of your start to your business?
What made you take the leap?
What made you take the leap? You got your first office? Did you start from home? What was
we do not have a single square foot of office space.
Okay.
We are a non-conventional advertising agency.
Beautiful.
We operate strictly off of our mobile phones and our laptops.
Sure.
And we think that it's a waste of money and resources to go get office space if you're a startup company.
Sure.
In my shoes.
Sure. Yeah. Makes a ton of sense, because
absolutely.
A lot of stuff with marketing, like Anthony, you were saying, you're teaching yourself with more common sense ways to be, different genius ideas that you just are brilliant ideas you pop up. You could do that from home.
Of course.
Yeah, some people out there might think it's crazy, but it's the trend. That's the way that the world is moving into away from conventional
doing
spaces.
Business. Yeah.
Because if you're out and about, you could be way more creative than sitting in a cubicle or sitting in an office space.
Correct.
That's
you
another
see
reason
more.
why.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Correct. And you know, it's funny that you say that, Anthony, because, you know, before when I used to do retail, I always used to think, put the guy or girl on a 40-hour schedule, 45-hour week schedule, give them their 15 minutes or half hour, call it a day. I've changed that formula now. And what I do is I let my managers, if they have to leave for an hour or two in the middle of the day, they've got to leave, even as long as they're clocking in, clocking out for that time, you know, that's understandable. But what it does is it recharges them when they come back in.
Absolutely.
It's like a whole different like vibe in them.
Big time.
You know, because it's the same thing over and over. So good move on your part.
Thank you.
Good move on your part.
For sure. So you say you work with laptops and cell phones. So you have a West Coast presence.
Yes, we do.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about the West Coast presence, and then introduce maybe your partner out there in the West Coast.
Okay. So our creative director, Nancy, is super cool, super creative, very experienced, has worked with numerous Fortune 500 companies, and she wanted to expand her creativity. She wanted to learn more.
Yep.
Given that the West Coast usually starts things on that side of town, and then the trend kind of hits the rest of the nation.
The tech capital of the world is on the West.
Exactly.
Yep.
So she wanted to go to the epicenter of creativity and kind of level up her skills. And, you know, I kind of gave her the go-ahead, and she went out there, and, you know, now we've kind of established another hub for business. We now have people on foot in Los Angeles that can consult, that can shoot video, that can handle business for Gahchi.
Yeah, for sure. So let's get her on. Let's get her on the show. Let's.
Hi there, this is Nancy. I'm currently in Los Angeles, California, living right here downtown. I am the creative director for Gahchi Media. Ron and I have been friends for a while now, and he brought me on to help him with all things creative on his company. I have background in advertising and marketing. I primarily focus on social media and content creation. I've done a lot of work with clients such as Audi, Lululemon. I've worked with Deion Sanders when he did his short little stint in philanthropy.
And
now I'm on the West Coast. I'm here seeking to learn more and to bring a lot more back to Gahchi. And yeah, I think that's really me in a nutshell.
Cool. And how long have you been with Gahchi?
Since he started, so about a year ago.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Pretty unique to have you guys from the West Coast out, and he's here in Midwest, and you guys are able to co-work with each other and from coast to coast. Isn't that so awesome, the whole unique side of having Skype and being able to do this? But let me ask you, who gets up first? Who wakes up first?
Actually, now that Ronnie has a son, I feel like he might be on par with me.
For West Coast, he gets up bright and early, bro. 4 or 5 in the morning.
That's what they got to do, 4 or 5 in the morning to be able to deal with us. But you also get off earlier, right, than we do?
Oh, no, I'm
3
still
p.m.?
working late. Yeah.
All right.
And what are some of the benefits to having a West Coast presence for Gahchi and its clients?
Yeah, so basically I'm learning a lot from what people are doing firsthand out in the West Coast.
Right.
From there, I'm making a lot of connections. I'm bringing it back to Gahchi. I'm bringing back what I know to Gahchi. They're really innovative out here, and I think that's something refreshing and an edge that we have now that I can funnel that back into the Midwest.
Oh, yeah. That's a great point.
Yeah, because you get to have 2 different aspects of the country.
Well, because they always get everything first.
Yeah,
everything happens there first. All the trends happen there,
Sure.
and then if you could bring it to this side of the country, then you're ahead of the game, and that's why Gahchi's on the cutting edge.
Yeah, and it's funny because some things that we could take from here has worked over there, from Coney Islands and other things that we've done for food wise and other things. You know what I'm saying?
We want to fatten people up.
Yeah. No. Chicken Greek salads, they're good. But the thing is, it's like it's kind of it's unique how like seldom things from here will end up working across that side of the country, but a lot more from there flows so much more, you know what I'm saying, back into us. So you're getting the best of both worlds right now.
Absolutely.
You got the aggressive side as a Chaldean growing up right there, and then you got her being able to give you the insight from the West Coast. So
absolutely,
it's a good head start.
Very blessed to have her on the team. Is that a puppy we hear
in the background?
Yeah, I have a little guard dog.
Oh yeah, nice.
His name is Zeus.
Zeus?
Yeah. Zeus the guard dog.
We used to have a Zeus.
He's Ronnie's best friend.
Yeah,
Bobby Seaman.
Yeah. So anything you can, you know, just, and it's okay even if you're to say not Chaldean, the Chaldean community, but can you give some inspiration to some of the women that are looking to be where you are in position to be able to just get up and do these things? You know, we like to hear that because you can influence our Chaldean women too to, you know, to do the same things you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, all I can say is if you're really passionate about something, put everything that you have towards that. My background actually isn't in marketing or advertising. I actually graduated from the University of Michigan with a degree in biochemistry.
All right.
I thought I was going to be a doctor.
Oh, wow.
But life turned out in a way that I didn't find my passion was there. I wasn't waking up happy anymore. And doing creative things and working collaboratively with other creatives is what I find a lot of passion in. And after graduating college, I really hustled, put in my hours, learned as much as I can, my to learn more. So if you really find something that really sparks that fire in your soul, just go after it.
That's
great advice.
Yeah, great advice. I commend you because especially now, we were driven as, you know, a little history, but as Chaldeans, we were driven more or less what our parents told us that they want us to do and be. Now, like with what you're saying and what you're doing is you took on you took on your why. Why do I get up every day? And you made it and you focused it onto what made you happy. And that's what we're trying to teach the next generation is it's okay. Move out, do what you got to do, make changes. You don't have to go with the same standard over and over and over. And it's women like you who some of our community look up to and see, like, you know, I want to be like that.
Inspiring.
Yeah, you're inspiring. So good for you.
So Gahchi's a really laxed organization, fun to be around, fun to work for. Is that what you find?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps that I'm working with a good friend of mine. So we find a good balance between having fun and working really hard, and we motivate each other to do the best that we can, not only for ourselves, but because we have each other to look out for as well. Like, we want the best interest for one another. So if I succeed, Ron succeed. If Ron succeed, I succeed.
Good for you. That's
Do you want to give Ron some bunny ears?
I was practicing. There
we go. You got him. You got him.
Hugh Hefner.
Yes. Anything you want to add to her while we got on? Anything that you want to share with any? Even a fun little story of how the two of you started. Just one little funny thing maybe between the two of you.
First thing I want to say is I'm very, very, very grateful to have her on the team.
Sure.
She's talented beyond any means, and I make sure to remind her monthly, if not weekly, daily.
That's good.
Okay.
She has a short-term memory?
Sometimes.
No, I'm kidding.
Just kidding.
I do.
But to just touch base on the laxed work environment that we have. So my biggest thing is communication and deadlines.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anything beyond that is you and your personality and how you work and your creative side.
Right.
So how we met was through a friend that lived downtown, because we all used to live in Detroit. Mm-hmm. Nancy's originally from Detroit.
Okay.
And we kind of just naturally hit it off. And I saw what she was doing around town, and you know, I did a little bit of research on her and saw her portfolio, and I was like, I gotta have her on the team.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
and
awesome.
kind of just reached out to her one day and kind of started this company with her, to be honest with you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
Nancy, thanks for joining us. Is there anything you wanna send us off with?
No, I just love what you guys are doing and the message that you're sending. Ron has a lot of great stories, so I'm going to let him take it away from here, but
awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you. Go Blue.
Yep.
Thank you, Nance.
Go Blue.
We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Nance. We appreciate your time.
That was awesome. It was awesome talking to her. That's so cool that you guys can have this relationship like that, like I was telling her. And good for her. Like, that's what I want our women to be led by. Is somebody, you know, a young woman like this who can up and leave, go there, graduated from out here, lived out here, but is starting a career there just to get a whole different look at, or a perspective of life and creativity, you know, like you said.
Obviously, she went out there with a plan, and
Yeah.
you know, don't just get up and go, ladies.
Right.
Don't. Yeah,
gotta have a plan.
Yeah, you gotta have a
It's
plan. You gotta be like Nancy. You gotta have that. Why she did it. You know what her reason was doing it. And like she said, she had gone through a different field that she started off with, right? And just did a 180 and you know, something completely different, which it's okay. It's okay to, you know, to go outside of
She can always go back to being a doctor.
Absolutely.
Yep. Even though student loans were probably a lot higher.
Yeah.
Right? You know, student loans a lot higher. Yeah. So that relationship with you and her, how does it work out? Are you guys communicating every single day like this? Do you guys like, how can you tell the viewers how that can be done if we want to have a West Coast division and a Midwest division? How does that all pan out?
Well, I'm not gonna say that it's easy.
Sure.
It can
Long
be
distance
challenging.
relationship, right?
Absolutely. Always difficult.
Sure, right?
The time zone too changes a few things.
Exactly. So communication, depending on what's going on in LA, is variant, and she does her best to communicate as seamlessly as possible.
Sure.
We talk every single day.
Okay.
You know, and one way to do that is use your technology properly. It's not just for social media,
calls and text messages. You got to use it for true business.
Exactly.
We're mobile business. That's what we are these days.
Exactly.
We're not standstill like we used to be.
Nope.
Can't be behind that counter. Can't be, you know, standing for so many hours a week and doing it. We're out and about. And I'm with you with what you just said, that communication. Man, it burns me the hell out. Like, when I stand there sometimes at the store 4, 5, 6 hours in, you're like, okay, I got to go.
Absolutely.
I got to be able to take care of the next client. I can make more money. So it's pretty cool that you guys can do that. And how do you share the workload? Like, how does that work out? Like,
we do different things.
Okay.
That's the cool part.
And because she's the creative director?
Yes. Me personally, I'm not the most creative person.
Yeah.
So she puts her stamp on literally every single project that comes in our door.
Good.
And personally, I just handle business development and making sure that the deals keep coming in.
That's big. So
absolutely.
I was taught a long time ago, you got two choices as an owner. Either you work at your business or you work on your business. So you start first working at your business if you have to, but then later on you got to work on your business to get it from ground level and start working your, you know, next up and have continuous success. So,
absolutely.
Yep. So that's good. She ever fly out here? You guys ever have to meet back?
All the time.
Good.
All the time.
So she still has roots here, which helps out too as well too.
And what's cool is I get to go to the West Coast all the time now too.
That's huge.
Yeah, for sure.
Huge. That's huge.
Nicer weather.
Yeah.
So you talked about being the head of business development of Gahchi. So, like, what's the perfect client for Gahchi?
The perfect client for Gahchi is
a paying client.
Absolutely.
Right.
Our proposals are not the smallest.
Sure.
But I've put together one of the most talented teams that I think in this advertising realm.
Okay.
Most are Detroit-based talent. We have a copywriter that's out of Oregon. And we have people in San Diego and Los Angeles at this point. Perfect client would be in the real estate development side.
Okay.
So recently we just worked with a company called Develop Detroit. They're a nonprofit development, real estate development company. They have a sister company named Revolution Homes. Currently, in the north end of downtown Detroit, they're revamping and rebuilding over 100 homes.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Well, how close to downtown?
Just a little bit outside of New Center.
Okay.
Yeah. So we don't want just a paying client.
Right.
We want a client with purpose and with passion. And those people are passionate about building affordable homes in that area.
That's
nice.
Big. That's big that you get to think that you think not just as a dollar bill in front of you. You look at it as what kind of integrity does this person have, or
absolutely.
what are they going to do that's beneficial to the community back at times. That's big, because if you think about it, we really, like, it's not always about just rocking the dollars and bringing the money in. It's not.
It's really not. And we don't just do business with every single person.
Good.
So
you vet your clients?
Absolutely. Because as an ad agency,
yep.
if I put out a product or a service
mm-hmm.
that's not used to our standards,
sure,
it kind of falls back to us.
Yep.
Other agencies or other clients will look at the work we've done and say, hey, you've worked with this company.
Right.
How come they didn't succeed?
Right.
How come that
Sure.
campaign didn't prosper?
Right.
It's a big thing for us.
Yeah, so you mentioned the housing or the development company. You mentioned cannabis earlier. What other industries might benefit from developing a relationship with Gahchi?
Product development is a big thing for us that we want to focus on and hone in on this year.
And explain to the viewers like what product development is,
so
or what it means.
Product development means taking this water,
mm-hmm.
putting it into this container, and selling it.
Right.
Simply said.
Deciding
like,
what the container should look like.
So like say Detroit OG, you're going to take my shirts, package them the proper way.
Absolutely.
Get them to be ready for the consumer, so when I ship them out, that they have something nice and branded by Gahchi that was able to be created and looked so unique outside of the normal.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you're helping me brand my product that much better. You're creating it and developing it
exactly
so that it becomes a household name.
Exactly.
So when you came on at first, you said you thank us for what we're doing for our community, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thanking you for being part of the community and doing what you're doing and being on the show, because you just now gained a client. Okay, so now me to tell you, like, you would be somebody I would now look for, because I do need help with that and to understand like where it has to go. The biggest roadblock is I can bring the product out,
mm-hmm.
but where it goes from there, what people don't understand, it's hell on earth.
Absolutely.
You can dump hundreds of thousands of dollars and it went nowhere, right?
True.
Because you just kept attacking the wrong market. You kept attacking the wrong avenue. So by having you to do that and helping and being comfortable that you're Chaldean, where we can get to be able to chop it up in your dad's brother.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. On a side note, just trying to figure this out. So maybe so the viewers know how do marketing agencies make mistakes. Let me give you this for example. We've seen the backlash of what Gucci did over the season. We've seen Barney's. We've seen others do mistakes on that. How does it pass through to make mistakes like this with the marketing agency? And after that, how do you have it? How do you have it like? You gotta have to have it controlled at that time to say, shit, we messed up. Like, how do we fix this to not ruin it? You ever experienced anything like that, or how does that happen?
So I've had the opportunity to make the mistake, but what I'm going to mention can relate to any business.
Sure.
Okay. When you're short-sighted
mm-hmm.
and you're focused only on making that dollar,
mm-hmm.
you're not going to gain long-term business.
Okay.
You're not going to have a lot of retention for your clients. If you have your client's best interest at heart
mm-hmm.
and you wholeheartedly and honestly consult them on what to do,
mm-hmm.
that's how you gain clients and become successful as a company.
Gotcha.
Granted, we're a startup, but we did some numbers last year. We're looking to double and triple that this year, and I couldn't do that without my team. So I want to give them, all my blessings and shout out. And
while you're on that,
how a true leader does.
Yeah, and how do you plan taking that team to get to that double triple effect this year? Like, what's the game plan for Gahchi to get to that level now?
I have to hit the pavement harder than I did last year.
Okay.
I gotta knock on some doors that I'm interested in, really put my face out there and continue to show people what we're about and our quality of work.
So along with how they find you, which is how do they find Gahchi today?
You can find us on Instagram at Gahchi.media.
Okay.
Check out some of our work.
Yep.
We update daily, if not a couple times a day.
Sure.
And if you have any questions, please reach out. We're here to help. And
that's big. With talking about where to be found, you're going to be out there as a foot soldier.
Absolutely.
You're going to be putting in that work, and that's a quality that we have, right? We always tend to fall back on ourselves going back to lead things. I see you doing it right now with us, with Keeping Up with the Chaldeans. I see how you take charge and you lead things, and you continuously work on it day in and day out.
You have to be aggressive.
That's kind of our passion, right?
Yeah.
It's how we are.
We enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
So that's why hopefully we end up being some kind of success. And
you will.
Yeah, thank you.
You will.
And it goes back to what you're saying. He's enjoying what he's doing.
Absolutely.
He's enjoyed it from day one, and you're going to enjoy doing it more and more. What I do want to talk about as you're enjoying this, tell us about the other things that you enjoy doing in life. Talk about the philanthropy work that you do and other things that you put hands on in the community. We don't always want to say that you have to exploit it, but at the end of the day, it's okay to exploit it at times so that other people know what they can do too.
Well, I can tell you, I served on the Chaldean American Chamber of Commerce board with the guy. He's all in. He's all about the community. He loves the community. He's
love my people to death.
He's a very very kind, generous person. Sharp. He started the Young Chaldean Professional Network.
Yep, I had help from two other guys.
Who are they?
William Mansour and Randy Najjar.
Okay.
Good guys. William's a CPA. Randy Najjar owns Sapphire Homes. He builds luxury homes.
Okay.
I remember when he started the company, he's like, Ron, I need funding. I need this. I don't know. I'm stressed. But he kept
going at social. His houses
are unreal.
See that story? Isn't that great?
Like they're unbelievable.
They're, way, way, way up here.
If you're looking for a luxury builder, Randy Najjar is your guy.
Nice.
I'm telling you,
is he related to Nick Najjar?
That's his son.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nick's a hustler, man.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
no shit. That's his son.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god.
See what I'm saying to you? The small.
Nick's the hustler too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Nick's huge. Nick's on social media all day with stuff that he's marketing through businesses and all that. And good, man. Look at that. But see, that's what it is. You instill it, and it just continues and passes and passes.
Yeah, it's a wave.
Yeah, tell us about CYPN, the Chaldean Young Professional Network. What exactly is it, and what do people need to join it for, and the benefits of it?
So we originally launched because we wanted to emulate the Jewish community. Mm-hmm. They're so tight. They support each other so much.
We talk about that all the time on the show.
And we just wanted to emulate that within our generation because, the liquor store business owners and gas station owners that are a little older than us were very competitive and they were, very cutthroat, and we just didn't want to experience that in the future.
Right.
Sure.
So the Chaldean Young Professionals Network is a sister organization to the Chaldean Chamber of Commerce.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's a young professionals network that's not only open to Chaldeans, everyone's invited.
Yep.
And they host about 3 to 4 really cool networking events on a yearly basis. And then they also have some smaller, intimate events where we'll host CEO dinners with numerous, we've had Fortune 500 company CEOs come in and kind of just mentor 20 people sitting at dinner at Shenandoah.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I didn't know about all this.
Yeah.
I think you had started following them through our page and stuff.
Well, I've attended some of the events. They actually had one at Zaojun where we're having the social, the mixer.
We'd like to invite you guys and all your members to the event. We have January 29th.
We wouldn't miss it.
Yep, we've got the social mixer going on.
Right here.
Yep, it's free to everyone. You know what I'm saying? So all are welcome. There's no admission, nothing. So it'd be cool because your guys could lend a hand to some of the other people that are mixed in our crowd too.
Absolutely.
Carlo Cusa will be there.
Yep.
Good guy.
Yep. Carlo knows.
Carlo knows.
Carlo knows.
Carlo knows food.
Carlo knows. So you started this young professional network, and you've been working with other young professionals and stuff and doing that. What other work? So people understand philanthropy is you're giving up your time, your money, to do whatever you do for the sake of humanity, right? So what's some of the stuff that you like doing for that purpose and would like to get into doing in the future, you know?
So one thing about me, and a lot of my friends know this because, you know, when they go out to eat with me, there's just 17 things on the table.
Sure.
I love to eat, man.
Sure.
I love to eat.
Could we call you a foodie?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Why not?
Good.
I don't post too many photos, but
Text me next time wherever you're at. I'll be meeting you.
I got you.
And so you walked in here with a 200-pound cake,
right?
German chocolate
Right.
cake. We appreciate that very
Yes, we
much,
do.
and I'm
Thank
sure
you.
the rest of the staff is going to appreciate it as well.
Anytime.
Thank
And he hashtagged it.
Any hashtag it.
I had to
keep
do
it up
it.
with the
Yes,
Chaldeans.
keep it
For
up.
the culture, you know what
Marketing. Always
Yes.
that marketing wheel's always
Yep.
turning.
I mean? Absolutely.
My man.
So you're a foodie. You got this food all in front of you, and
I just love to eat,
Sure.
and the way I eat is sometimes it's a little bit over the edge, over the top.
course.
So within that whole spectrum, there's a lot of homeless people out there that don't have anything to eat.
correct.
And so just to frame that, you're downtown a lot.
Yes, I live downtown.
So that's where the homeless come from. I
Abs-
mean, that's where you see the homeless, and that's where this kind of is found about.
Absolutely. So being a downtown resident,
Yep.
I witnessed a lot of homeless people digging through a trash for a bite to eat.
Sure.
And to me, that's heartbreaking.
Yes,
In my opinion, food is a God-given right.
Correct.
absolutely.
Doesn't it shock you how surprising that is? That not to take from what you're saying and turning it negative, but turning it more into a positive. That you and I could sit at a table and have 17 different things and probably really finish off 8.5
Yeah.
in completion out of the 17 items. Really, 8.5%. Half of what we really should be eating. The other half is there, and it's like we've not really thought too much to say, man, I just wasted half of. You know what I mean? It's just.
Well, my mom always taught me not to waste food.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I do with that, whatever was left over, would go to the homeless guy that's digging in the trash.
My man.
Or the guy that's
for
sleeping on the ground.
Yep.
I remember a brief moment where I was at the Whole Foods on Mack Avenue in downtown, and I walked out with 2 bags of fresh groceries, and I'm walking to my apartment, and there was a homeless woman on the side of the grass, just sleeping there with a couple blankets and a mattress. Yeah. And I approached her and said, "Ma'am, would you like some fresh groceries?" She said, "You know what? About 20 minutes ago, I couldn't help but crave a fresh apple. I don't remember the last time I ate fresh fruit."
Wow.
So naturally, I gave her, all my groceries. But at the end of the day,
Yep.
Were there apple in there?
yeah, there were numerous apples in there.
Yeah.
Thank God.
But it's just
It humbles you to understand and say, shit.
absolutely.
Look at these 2 bags in my hand, and it's like, okay, my $60, $80 is gonna, $100, whatever's gonna cover me for a good few days and whatever.
Absolutely. And I don't want to just sit here and talk about, things that I've done for them or whatever.
You don't have to just.
But you want to encourage others to do the same. Is what
To see that.
that's the point of bringing it up. We're not.
Yeah.
You're not the type. You're not the type.
Yeah,
right?
we're not looking for the pat on the back. Nobody really.
But just to give people an example of how easy it is to help someone else.
Yes.
It's really simple. You don't have to be a billionaire to be a philanthropist. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right now.
There you go.
Good way of saying it.
And everybody goes downtown, and
Yeah.
everybody goes to Ferndale. Everybody goes everywhere. I mean,
And everybody over orders.
and everybody over orders.
Just so you guys know about that over ordering, I had a friend who worked in the restaurant business. He's Armenian. He when he first came here, he was working in the restaurants and stuff, and I heard it from him firsthand and said, you know, some of the stuff that would come back to us. If you had a burger and you cut it in half and half was still left on the plate.
Yeah.
Some of them really, even though they worked there, they couldn't really afford full meals all the time.
Right.
They would take that half and they would either put it to go eat it later, or they would eat it quickly in between their runs of walking in and out of the, you know.
God bless them, bro.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
You know?
That's what I said. And he said, I did it. I said, I did it myself. And I said, man, that's a story. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't always have to be the guy that's on the side of the road.
Right.
It could be just somebody who's actually working and don't got it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
And as far as philanthropy goes,
like, what's some of the work you'd want to get into at some point in your life with philanthropy work?
well, the reason why I'm in business brings me back to my purpose in life. We all, at some point, hopefully, find our purpose in life.
Sure.
And my purpose is to feed as many homeless people and needy people as possible.
God bless you, man.
Okay, whether they're my people, Asian, Black, Hispanic,
they're human.
Anybody and
They're
everybody
human with no
that's
color,
human.
no race.
Exactly.
Yep.
No, you ever need help with that? You let me know.
Yeah, you don't need
Yep.
you don't need to be. Homelessness is not exclusive to any.
No, it's no
any
discrimination
race.
to
Absolutely
it.
not.
It's got no discrimination to
no
it.
discrimination.
Absolutely not. So
You
that's
need help
why
with
I'm
that,
in
let me
business.
know.
This
You-
is
man.
this is
Listen,
why I'm in business.
You
So-
ever need help with any of that stuff as your future comes on and you start doing that? We have ways, things that we've talked about and gotten into. So if you need some help, I have good avenues that could get that mission possibly accomplished. So
Thank you, man. I'll
reach
definitely
out.
keep that
Yep,
in mind.
yep.
I'm
Well,
sure the
we'll be
conversation.
keeping in touch. Yep.
Absolutely.
We'll be definitely keeping in touch. Is
You want to shout somebody out?
Like who?
Family, friends.
well, you gave
I know you
Ed,
shouted
you gave
Ed.
Ed
I
love.
already
You know,
gave some.
Ed. By the
Yeah.
way, we're gonna get you on, big homie. We
You want
got
to talk about mom
yeah.
and pops?
Yeah.
Give them a shout out. Tell them how much you love them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we all feel the same, but you know, I love my parents to death. They came to this country with very little and gave us so much opportunity. They blood, sweat, and tears to allow me to do what I do. So, Margarit and Habib, I love you guys. You guys are the best.
Great boy you
God
raised
bless you.
over
Yeah,
there.
you did
Yeah,
good.
you guys did well with him and Ed too.
Yeah.
Even though you don't,
I don't know the other siblings, but I'm saying if you have any, but
I got a brother named Fadi. He's actually a chef at Prime and Proper.
oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
No kidding.
He's there half the week, and he's also in Chicago working at Royster the other half the week.
Wow.
What's Royster?
Royster is so have you heard of Alinea?
No.
The restaurant Alinea. It's like a 3-star Michelin restaurant.
Okay.
They specialize in I think it's called chemical gastronomy. It's where they use like science to transform the shape
Oh wow.
of the dish.
Oh, okay.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay, I
the
see.
shape, flavor,
Yep,
textures.
yep.
So they'll take a slice of pizza,
Yep.
but give it to you in like a soup form or like a powdered form.
Isn't that crazy?
It's
It's almost like
really
NASA.
out there.
It's almost like the way
Yeah,
NASA changes food.
It's
around.
really out there.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So Royster is a sister company of the Alinea Group.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Super
And
And
cool
so
spot.
nothing to do with Prime and Proper.
No.
He just because he's here, he's based here, he wants to be here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Good for
Shout
him,
out
man.
to Jeremy Sassoon at Prime
Yeah,
and Proper.
yeah, he's a
Good
great guy,
people.
too.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yep,
He's always
yep.
supported us. Never discriminated against us.
Anytime
You know,
I've asked Jeremy
we've
for
gone both ways. We
There are
supported. He
there are other
supported.
bars and restaurants in the Birmingham area that discriminate against us.
Yep.
Yep.
And wish we never showed our faces in their
Yeah.
establishment.
That's
but,
okay.
But,
We learned.
But they cash the checks.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
But Jeremy's always been open arms.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. That's-
Anything I've ever asked Jeremy, he's never said no
Yep.
to me.
And if some
So,
don't know who Jeremy from Prime and Proper is, he's Townhouse
Yep.
2.0 in Detroit, so that they know him by that staple name too.
Yep.
So
And they got another restaurant
Yeah.
coming, Sauce.
Yep.
It's gonna be a really gourmet pizza spot.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
They're
he took on an old building, I believe, or something that was shut down,
Yep.
and he's reopening over there in Detroit. So good for him too. Shout out to him.
God
Yeah.
bless him.
Yep.
Good
Yep.
guy.
They're doing his thing too.
And his
so
pops. His pops a bad dude. Too.
yeah.
good. So anything that we didn't cover that we may have missed about you yourself, whether it has to do with Nancy, whether it has to do with family,
Gahchi.
friends, with Gahchi, any of that stuff that we want to.
So just to go over our services, we do video ads.
Okay.
We do video ads. We have a full production team. We're on social media, content creation and management. So we'll take your entire social media. We'll create original content with monthly photo shoots and all kinds of really cool stuff to elevate your brand and your following and your brand identity. We do web development. And just one thing I want to say too is another reason why I started this company is because there's a lot of Fortune 500 companies here in the Metro Detroit area that take their business to New York.
Right.
And I'm sick of that.
Keep it home.
Yeah. So GM, Ford, FCA, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
And eventually we're going to get your business because I got the proper team in place.
Awesome.
Good for you, man. Good.
So the process, and I know you covered some of the services, but the process in so my brand coming to you. So obviously we have to find something. Do we fill something out? How do we get to you? And I know you mentioned the your Instagram page and your website, but then what? Like, I have a brand. I don't know what the hell to do. How do I contact you? When do I contact you? And then what's the process I have to go through to actually do business with you?
Just give me a call.
Yeah.
I'm a down-to-earth guy, and I'm very open to conversation.
Sure.
And
have you had to turn their people away ever?
Yeah, I have. And
So
their brand just didn't align with what our mission is.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't want to just take somebody's money too.
No.
Right.
Absolutely.
And so what's the phone number that they can reach you at?
248-633-3223. Call me anytime. I'm open for conversation. I'm open for any questions or concerns that you may have. And even if you don't want to do business with me, if you just need some advice, give me a call.
Good.
I'm here to help.
That's what kind of cat you are.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a good thing, man.
Yeah.
So.
And hopefully you'll be at the mixer, so people can come pick your brain there.
I'll be there.
Awesome. Awesomeness.
Absolutely.
Cool. So the way we close out every show is we ask our guest what it means to them to be Chaldean.
Okay. What it means for me to be Chaldean. I think I recently answered this question for the Chaldean Chamber, but I'll give a different answer.
It could be the same.
Yeah, give it the same. Yeah.
I'm just really proud of where I come from, and I'm here to help my people prosper in any way possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's what it means for me to be Chaldean.
Yeah, to be that helping hand, to be able to open our arms, open our doors, open our culture, open our everything.
To anybody and everybody.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Thing. Just like when, we've witnessed our parents invite other people over our homes.
Yeah.
We're very hospitable to them.
Sure.
We cook for them.
Thing. Yep.
We pour drinks for them.
Overfeed them.
Party. Oh, absolutely. We send them home with leftovers. The whole seinia.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I want to just continue emulating that in my life, and I think I'll be fine. You know what I mean?
We think so too, man.
Thank you.
We think so. Well, we're proud to have met you. To know the things that you do. Anthony, you had already met him, but I'm glad to know, and then putting family members to connect and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I understand now, who you are and why you are who you are.
Thank you. And I've known your brothers for quite a long time too, man.
They kept me quiet for a while.
They did. They did.
They kept me quiet.
I met Angelo a really long time ago, man.
Yeah.
When Ed had his office in Royal Oak, CV Tuma.
Yeah.
Angelo, Claudine Denha, and Ed used to take me to dinner all the time. And I was, I think, 17 at the time. 16, 17. We used to just eat at D'Amato's all the time.
Yep.
D'Amato's.
Shout out Angelo.
Angelo. Yes.
He gets a lot of shout outs, man.
Yeah, man. He's out there. Yeah, because
he's my guy, man.
He's always been in there. He's been in everybody's mix somehow. So.
That's
good
beautiful.
for him. Good for him.
So we'll see everybody at the mixer. It's the 29th.
Yep, starting at 6. We don't know when it's going to end. If it's going to be 4 or 5 in the morning and Carlo wants to extend it, go for it. We'll be out there partying.
I doubt it'll be that late, but that's cool.
You'll get to meet Mr. Babbie here himself and be able to chop it up with him and hopefully some of you guys can send him some business. So
and thanks again to our sponsor, Level Plus.
Yep.
Thank you very much for your support.
Yeah, Jim, man. And don't forget
Love
to subscribe, you guys.
And thank you, boys, for having me. Appreciate the work you guys are doing.
Thank you.
God bless.
Same here.
Brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Signing off.